Hello, Sid Roth here with Nasir Siddiki, and Nasir is a Muslim. He is literally dying, the worst case of shingles the hospital had ever seen, and a man comes in. He just intuitively knows that it's Jesus, and he's emanating such love, such light, that healing begins to start in Nasir's body. The doctors don't understand it. They release him. He wasn't completely healed, but he went from no hope to being able to leave the hospital. But he had a problem because this man that visited him, Jesus, said, "I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob." And if he knew one thing, he knew God has no son. But that's what he said.
Exactly
so what did you do about that?
I had that burning question. Is Jesus really the Son of God? And I got home that day, the day I was released from the hospital. The next morning, I wake up at 6 o'clock. I don't know why I woke up at 6, turned on the television. There were two men, just like here, talking about that very question. And on the screen, it says, "Is Jesus the Son of God?"
My goodness.
Coincidence? I don't think so. That was the very question that was in my heart. And they're talking back and forth. And they were talking about how God sent His Son to die on the cross for our sins because of His love for us.
Now, as a Muslim, what did this mean to you? It's so strange.
Well, as a Muslim, I was taught all my life that to know that you're going to heaven, your good works have to exceed your bad works. And it's only through works. The only exception of that in Islam is called jihad. Jihad is when you die for your cause. You die for your God. And here I'm hearing these two men talk about not dying for your God, but your God dying for you. I'd never experienced that kind of love in my life. And I said, could this be true? Could it be true that God, the Father, sent Jesus, the Son, to pay the price for my sins, for everything that I've done wrong? This was all new to me, but it was exciting. And these men were talking back and forth that yes, Jesus is the Son of God, and yes, it is documented that He walked the earth, and it is documented that He healed, and it is documented that He died on the cross and paid the price for the sins of all mankind.
So what happened with this horrific disease that you had?
Well, that day when that program finished, I got on my knees. They led me in a prayer. I asked Jesus to be the Lord of my life. I found a photograph of the way I used to look, and I started praying to this Jesus. Can you make me look like this again? I'd looked 75 years old. My whole face is aged. 5 days later, I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. The doctor said, don't scratch the blisters, they're contagious. But I saw some on my pillow, so I must have scratched them in the middle of the night. I got out of bed, stood under the shower, said for an hour and a half, every single blister from the top of my head, my face, my ear, my neck, my shoulder, fell. And the skin was red like raw meat. And the doctor said I would have white blotches, but as you can see, there's no blotches.
So is there any doubt in your mind that God is the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and that Jesus is His Son? Any doubt?
No doubt.